right. Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
Alright, so today I wanted to talk to you guys about Reforged CTP because I had a couple people hit me up on Discord asking for the secret sauce, the Krabby Patty formula, if you will. So call me Mr. Krabs.
Need a little refresher, eh? Okay, boy. I'll run through the Krabby Patty formula one more time.
Your boy out here with the secret recipe, or at least something like that. A couple people hit me up on Discord because, in case you don't know, from time to time I post my W's on the community section, and over the last 4 months, I've actually gotten about 15 Reforged CTPs. Huh? You heard me correctly. About 15 of these things.
Stop the cap.
Which is kind of crazy when you consider the fact that for the first 2 years, I never seen a single one. I thought it was a myth. You heard me? I thought it was impossible. So I'd all since given up on getting a Reforged CTP from World Boss Legend. But right now, bro, like I'm getting them like it's candy. And because of that, a couple people have been hitting me up asking what I'm doing so they can try it themselves. And realistically, I don't think I'm doing anything out of the ordinary, but I'm going to show you guys in case it actually works for you as well. I've also gotten some people who just despise me, unsub from the channel, showing me a picture that they unsub because they're tired of seeing my luck. That's actually kind of crazy.
Our young generation is clearly lost, man.
Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. In case you guys don't check the community section on YouTube, you go over to the community section and you'll see like I got a Reforged CTP here from Mephisto. You go down, the next day I had one from Gore. I was giving out crystal coupons there. Like I basically share whatever little W's I get to motivate people, and also to show you guys that even though the RNG in this game is really bad, sometimes you get like these lucky streaks and things happen, right? You go on a really big dry spell and then you hit like the ground running and it's just like crazy. Like right here you can see for yourself. But for some people, they look at this and they're like, man, why am I never lucky? Why is this guy always so lucky? And you know, they just be hating, but it is what it is. So this is not to flex on you guys. It's just whenever something major happens in the game, I'm like, yo, let me show you guys that, listen, even though I'm one of the people that was saying like, oh, Reforged CTP is a myth, it's less than 1%, at some point you might be in that 1%. To go back and look at these, it's unreal. And if I didn't take screen caps of when these moments happen, I would not like be able to prove to anyone that this stuff was actually happening, right? They would be straight up telling me like some of these clears are happening on the exact same stages and some of them are happening with the exact same characters. Is that a pattern? I don't want to tell you guys it is, but I'm just going to show you guys the results and let you guys decide for yourself. Okay, so I went back to double check and it seems like my lucky streak started exactly 3 months ago. And you can see what I said here. Thor secured the bag. Seems like the only Reforged CTP I'll ever get from World Boss Legend or for World Boss Legend is from Mephisto. And the reason why I said this is because I believe this was my third Reforged CTP I ever got, and it was from Mephisto. When I first started playing World Boss Legend and pushing, I believe I got one on stage 24 with Human Torch. That was the very first time I ever got one, and I think I got one more after that, and then this was my third one. I believe. This is why I take screenshots now so I can kind of keep track of how many I'm getting. Some of them I don't even bother posting on the YouTube community section just because people are getting so salty. Point is, my lucky streak seems to have started 3 months ago. So we're going to try and dissect what the hell is going on here. This occurred, as you can see, on stage 69 against Mephisto. Let's move up and see what else we got and where we got it. Next one occurred with Namor, and I said Namor's paying dividends. So a month later, Namor came through with the big W. This one was on stage 74. And pay attention to this because, as you can see, this occurred before Magneto had his Krakoan winter uniform or tier 4. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is because I saw someone comment saying I'm editing the same screenshot to make it look like I'm getting multiple CTPs, which would be absolutely stupid. But pay attention to the image, what's going on in the image, and the stage or stages that these drops are occurring on. After that, as you can see, a couple weeks later, we got another one. MFF Pros playing World Boss Legend while doing cardio, and as you can see, I was doing some cardio on my treadmill while playing World Boss Legend. Don't ask me how I do it, I just do these things. For some reason, YouTube cut off off the image, so you can't really see what I was using. Black Bolt, Corvus Glaive, as you can see, and Proxima Midnight. This occurred on stage 79. You can see my raid level, my conqueror level, and you can see some of the rewards in here. The next CTP drop was from Giant Boss Raid. It's nothing special, it's just an egg, but Carnage came through with the W. Next up, as you can see, another one, and I said Namor strikes again. This is a pattern at this point. I don't care what anybody says, okay? So as you can see, we got ourselves another Mighty Destruction, this time on stage 70, and you can see it's a completely different team. Lower level, same boss, same character, Mighty Destruction. You can take a look at the Conqueror level here. You can see 89, and you can look at the rewards that were dropped, and then you can look over here. You can see the rewards are different, the Conqueror level is different, the team setup is different. So for anybody who thinks, oh, these are just fake screenshots, they're not. It's actually like legit. The next one occurred about a week and a bit later. We have Shadow Shell coming through with a little bit of turtle power. You can see we have Wave, Shadow Shell, Ancient One, and then we got ourselves a Reforged CTP of Regeneration. The next CTP drop occurred, as you can see right here, on stage 65. Keep in mind, this is a completely different stage than the first CTP drop that I got for Thor. This one occurred on 69. It was a completely different team. We were using Ebony Maw with Valkyrie, and as you can see, these were the rewards. And then this is the second drop, 65. This time we're using Sif, Valkyrie, and you can see the rewards are also different, and the Conqueror level is different. So anybody who thinks these are fake,
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Moving on. For whatever reason, this was the first time this has ever happened to me, so I decided to post that. I didn't know it was possible. But yeah, double CTP drop from hidden tickets. If you didn't know, now you know. Moving on. Little present there for me for playing hardcore in real life. And then stage 65 again. A third drop for the god Thor. And for whatever reason, oh, I think whenever I post two images, YouTube cuts off the first image. That's annoying because I wanted to show you guys that it was Sif and Valkyrie, I believe I was using at this point. But you can see it's clearly a different team because the rewards are even different. This time we got a book here, and obviously the Conqueror level is different. It's still stage 65. The reason why I'm choosing these stages is because these stages are high enough to give you a decent amount of Conqueror XP, and at the exact same time I can play them while I'm doing my cardio, and there's a chance of me getting really good rewards. So instead of going all the way up into the 80s and the 90s and whatnot, and then having to hyper focus, then I can just multitask. So that's what I'm doing here, and that's why I'm choosing these stages in the 60. But there's also another reason, and I'll tell you guys in a sec. So next one, we're talking a little bit about Kang here, if you guys want to see what I had to say about Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then my first drop against Gore, and I said Namor has the secret sauce, I swear, because there's no explanation to it, bro. Like, this man literally is just farming CTPs from me at this point. I know a lot of y'all don't want to buy his uniform, but for me, his uniform at tier 4 was one of the best investments for me, because not only is he great for ABX, he's also, as you can clearly see, there's something about him that the game just really heavily favors, and he's paying me back with CTPs. So the 1,000 crystals I spent on his uniform is well spent, because I've gotten like, what, at this point, like 8 CTPs, like, because obviously every Reforged CTP is 2 CTPs, right? So that's crazy, bro. Next up, I think this is the final one I got recently. This was a day ago, and again, Shadow Shell, a tier 4 that a lot of y'all skipped over. As you can see, my girl is paying dividends. Now obviously this video is more than just to stroke my own ego. I wanted to show you guys that playing these high stages clearly has something to do with me getting these CTPs. I see a lot of you guys often say I only play stage 1. I don't want to push any higher. It's easy to just one shot each stage at stage 1. But if you do that and you don't get the kind of results that I'm getting from paying high stages, and you actually want to get the same rewards as me, why not push higher to increase your chances? Clearly this text right here, this gold text that says you will get better rewards playing on a higher difficulty, clearly there is something about this that is true. Now, maybe it's a 0.00001% chance that maybe in a year you will have a chance of getting one CTP, but isn't that better than playing stage 1 and never ever getting a single one? Like, listen, when World Boss Legend first came out, it was one of the worst updates ever, not because of the content itself, but that was the update that brought in Reforged CTPs and crafted cards, and they were very, very, very hard to attain. So I spent like 9 months literally playing stage 1 against null. Never got a single CTP. The only time I started getting CTPs was when I pushed past stage 20. I can still remember the first CTP I ever got was against Mephisto on stage 24, right here with the Human Torch. And then after that, I just went on a dry spell for like a whole year. And then once I got over stage 50, I started getting CTPs again. I'm telling you guys, there has to be a pattern. Look at the 9 screenshots I showed you guys. And that is not the only time I've gotten CTPs. These are just the only ones that I decided to post on the community section because people started getting salty. So I feel like, you know, maybe not upsetting people by showing them how lucky I am getting when they're not getting lucky is probably not the wisest thing to do. Like if I get 2 Reforged CTP in the same day, you know, probably not a wise idea to post both of them, because then people are gonna have suspicions that, oh, he's a content creator, that's why they're giving him luck. Obviously not, bro. They want me to spend money. They want me to spend money. I'm VIP 17. Why would they, like, what would they gain from giving me free CTPs and not giving you free CTP? That would stop me, a massive whale, from spending. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Obviously they want my hundreds of dollars, especially in an update like this when it's just like really dry and there's nothing to do. They would want me to spend money in the shop on CTPs, right, instead of just giving them to me for free. Because here's the thing, giving me free CTPs from World Boss Legend, like if let's say they were altering my luck to give me better luck than you, how does that motivate you to go spend money? It doesn't. It actually doesn't. Because a lot of the characters that you need to climb, you can get for free and you can upgrade for free. Like, it doesn't make any sense when people try to use that kind of logic.
Stupid.
But long story short,
The secret of the Krabby Patty formula is jackpot. Let me see what I can tune in here.
push higher stages. It seems to be the way to get more CTPs from World Boss Legend. I know it's a long drawn out way of telling you guys to climb, but it's better to show you proof. If you guys want me to stop posting on the community section, I will, because I'm not trying to piss you guys off. Hopefully you guys have some better luck, but if you keep playing stage 1, come on, man. When have you ever been rewarded for doing what's easy? That's not how life works. The only people who get rewarded are the ones who do things that are impressive or difficult to do. So if you want to get impressive rewards, do impressive things. That goes for more than just this game. That goes for real life as well. I'll catch you guys next time.